Hello and welcome to The Print. I am Samah and today we have with us Dr. Deepali Bharadwaj, author and dermatologist. And today she's here to talk about her new book, The Skincare Guide That Will Change Your Life. So let's begin. Hi Deepali,
Hi,
thank you for
Samah.
joining us.
Thank you for calling me.
So I wanted to start with the most cliche, most basic question. Why did you write this book?
Well, Samah, I've been in practice for 15 years, and in this today's day and age where we are all into typos, I think I was quite bubbling with knowledge, which I should transmit. And there is a lot of information which is needed, has to be away from the misinformation, scientific, and meant for Indian skin emotionally. But truly speaking, it is the print which gave me the confidence. I've been a columnist with them for 2.5 years now. Can you believe it? So that means almost 4 articles per month into 2.5 years. So that gave me a lot of confidence that I can actually write. And I have even given my credits in this book to the print. So thank you for having me here again. And I hope this book is helpful the way I consider it.
That's really amazing to hear. Now, we're going to do something a little different rather than asking you long questions. We're going to
Cool.
start
Hmm.
from taking from your book some rapid fire rounds that you can, a rapid fire round that you can just answer.
Sure.
So there'll be small questions, some yes or no questions, this or that questions.
Perfect.
So, should we start? So, the
Yes.
first category would be social media skincare chaos.
Oh.
So, what do you think is better, glass skin or healthy skin?
Well, healthy skin, of course. And there cannot be a glass skin without healthy skin unless you've got layers of makeup. So, yeah.
One skincare trend that needs to retire immediately, and one skincare trend that actually deserves the hype.
Well, the skincare trend which deserves the hype would be the temporary puffiness which is reduced by icing.
Icing.
Yeah, eyes on your face, that ice facial which people have started. But if you have certain diseases where you have bruising issues, you should not do it because you may just land up with a bruise on the face also. Secondly, it doesn't lead to any kind of a permanent advantage to the skin. That is a hype. That's the hack, in it, where people consider it could be permanent, but no, that's not.
And the one that needs to retire?
Retire would be for skin. Sunscreen can cause cancer. Sunscreen can actually lead to deficiency of vitamin D. This is both totally false. And for hair, there are a lot of viral hacks which I want to say. And no. Going back to skin, there is actually viral reels which patient tell me that reduce pigmentation in 7 days. So a pigmentation which you've had for decades is reduced by a viral reel by an influencer in 7 days. Imagine. So they're
Yeah.
selling you dreams, not science. Don't go for it. And
Because basically, quick derma care needs
there
to
is
retire
nothing
immediately.
quick. It's always going to be slow. And also very importantly for hair, all the time we see this rosemary oil, onion oil. People should eat these things.
That doesn't work.
No, it
I fell
doesn't.
into that trap so much. I have bottles and bottles of rosemary water in my
Wow.
house. Okay, so throwing that away. One skincare myth you wish you could erase from the internet forever, like the 1 million steps in a skincare routine.
Oh, yes, I would go for that. Even for the Korean skin, for that matter. I was quite fascinated. I've visited Korea. I've met few dermatologists and plastic surgeons there, and it's quite exciting. And they've proven it to the world, very good skin is what they have. But people need to understand, it's not for Indians, it's not that 10-step Korean skincare with the most expensive products that you will layer and you will have clear skin. No, that's not going to happen, my dear. You need to have the air like that. You need to sleep like them. You need to have a lifestyle like them. What they
Right.
eat is really different than what we eat. So there's a lot of concentrations and a lot of changes. And I feel very sad when, especially if I meet a person who's really saved their savings or pocket money for that matter and invested in products and has had a result, maybe 20% of her expectation, and then visits a dermatologist. It's quite sad.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like selling dreams and without science again, which I feel is
Right. We need to
yeah.
understand that the climate is different and we
Yes.
are different people.
Yeah.
So, about acids and ingredients. So, as I asked earlier, salicylic acid, glycolic acid, hyaluronic acid, azelaic acid. At what point do we need a chemistry degree for skincare? What do you think? So many acids.
I strongly feel that it's high time these kind of acids with concentrations above 1% and in some above 0.5% should not be sold over the counter. It's really
Right.
going to lead us to a disaster. People are going to have more pigmentation, more allergies. It's going to lead to more sensitive skin, which I'm already seeing over the last 2 years. Post COVID, there is so much of actives all over Instagram for social media, the topmost priority for youngsters. They don't realize the person who's selling you that kind of an active product has some filter probably. It's not just her clear skin.
Right.
So people are falling for this and they believe that buying expensive products,
Right.
buying these actives is going to help them. That no, my dear, it's not going to be working like
Throwing
that.
away my acids as well. So I also like bought into all this
Yeah.
fad of buying a lot of acids, glycolic acid, everything that has hyaluronic acid is great, but guess I should have consulted a dermatologist first.
One.
One acid that you think people use far more than they should.
Retinoic acid, I would say. Yeah, that is retinol for anti-aging, which I feel a lot of times I've seen youngsters and youth using retinol when they shouldn't in their early ages. Yeah,
Okay.
in my practice, that's what I've seen. But yeah, of course, there are lots of acid abuse which we see. We see not just retinoic acid, that tretinoin and all that stuff, and
For acne.
yeah, for acne. But they continue using it because they feel Bollywood is using it for reducing wrinkles. So imagine early 20s kid using an anti-aging serum and not proper concentration, not using a proper sunscreen. Where is it going to lead?
Right. Moving on to the 10-step skincare routine, as I said, 3-step routine or 12-step routine, what's the maximum number of products anyone actually needs? Like, this is something I need to know personally as well.
Someone that it's a very tailored approach, I would say. So I really can't answer this in a rapid fire where what you should be using. I can say what I do is just 3 steps. So it's not 3 steps all the time. I have a very busy life. I have to read, I have to write, I have to do patients, I visit Max. There is so much in my life. So I have kids. So it's not going to be easy life for any of us. So it depends on your skin, it depends on your hormones, it depends on your lifestyle. Say if
Right.
you're smoking or if you're traveling out in the sun or if you're going on a holiday, your skincare changes depending on the weather, depending on your age, etc. Basic, some of what you need to really do not follow those trends for anybody, everybody watching this reel online. Just stick to morning washing your face and nighttime washing your face. And at night, whatever you apply on your face is literally food for your skin. So how you eat during the day, whatever you apply at night is just going to be like food and regenerate your skin inside out and outside in. So please put proper layers at night, be it a serum and then your treatment topical, whatever, if you feel anything wrong on your face. Morning has to be a serum which contains certain antioxidant, especially you've crossed the age of 25, and then follow it up with the sunscreen.
Right. Have you ever looked at someone's routine and thought, please stop?
Many times.
So if patients come to you,
Yes, and many times what happens is that they just distant from me. They just feel that this doctor is not with it. She's not the Gen Z doctor for us. They visit somebody else and they do land up coming because it often leads more to disaster. It often leads more to sensitive skin than good skin.
as a doctor, what's your reaction when someone says, but this influencer said कि ये लगाना चाहिए? What's your reaction to that?
I really request the government to stop this kind of influencers. It's high time because we are leading nowhere. You see, so many people have lost their kidneys, and we've had documentations of people dying secondary to those glutathione, which is people like popping like candies. I meet so many youth, over the last 5 years, this trend has definitely doubled or tripled, where I see youth buying glutathione online from various e-commerce websites without any cold chain, not realizing it's a drug which is not supposed to be over the counter. They just come to doctors like us. I say no, but I'm sure somebody or the other must be putting it for them at a mere price of 2-3 thousand bucks. But when the cold chain is not maintained, we don't know what is the source, who's the distributor, whether it's a counterfeit product, nobody knows. So I think a lot of things need to be stopped, and influencers should mind their business and influence what they have. And there should be a proper disclaimer. The
Right.
influencer should be without makeup, should show his or her journey. That's when I would agree. Let's say if I was not a dermat and I was an influencer and I say I have an acne and I show my whole journey down here that actually I have an acne, it's not a makeup acne, and how I treated it with pictures, with showing the proof, with showing that now it's gone without a mark, that's when people should trust.
Right. So what's the funniest DIY skincare hack you've seen online or someone has told you that we did this, it helped?
Well, the most funniest, which I've only seen in India and particularly in North India, is for viral warts and skin tags, where they take a hair from the tail of a horse or a
Yeah, I
donkey.
know this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, my cousin had a wart and they tried to do
yeah.
that to her.
And then sodium bicarbonate. Also, people are misusing it on their face, on pigmentation, and I think that's because of the viral reels. They feel soda bicarb can help them, but
Yeah, this. This is generally because I've seen all whatever you're saying, I've seen this all applied in real life, so I can completely relate to that.
Thank you.
What's one thing celebrities probably do that most people don't realize for that flawless skin? Or is it just like genetics, money, and
No,
just
no, no.
filters and good
It's not
lighting?
money. You don't have to be moneyed to have good skin. You have to have a discipline in your life. And I feel hats off to so many of these Bollywood BCA listers whom I've had an opportunity to meet as a professional. All of them have a very strong, regular fitness routine. Even if they get dead drunk, or even if they've released a blockbuster, or they've failed in their movie, they do not fail to do their 3 hours, 2 hours of gym. Majority of the ones whom you see with good skin, the ones who have with makeup, I can't say, but the ones who actually have, I have bottled down to the fact they have a healthy lifestyle. Besides, they have a gymming routine, they have a eating routine. They all are generally on OMAD, 1 meal a day or 2 meals a day. So they are landing up doing those intermittent fasting, which is very much needed.
So that just helps their skin to
Of
be
course,
flawless.
of course, your digestive system is your biggest fan club for a good skin. I always say that. So your glow is only going to be in the gut first, and that's when it's going to show in your skin. And it's not just the visage; it's your whole body which is going to glow if you have inside out beauty.
Right, keeping that in mind. About now moving on to, as you said, glutathione. So what do you think glutathione is? Is it a miracle or is
It
just
is.
marketing?
It's a miracle. Full stop. But it's a miracle only if it is used scientifically, if it is used by a dermatologist or a plastic surgeon who knows how to do it. And the best way to take it is with hydrogen. In a drip, you take it in a drip with hydrogen, NAC, vitamin C, collagen, etc., peptides. Interestingly, glutathione, it was found as a side effect when it is given for, very high cases, stage 3, stage 4 cases of chemotherapy, to reduce the side effects of those highly toxic
Oh,
chemotactic drugs. To reduce the side effect, glutathione is given as a detox. And that's when in the West it was learned that the body is shining, it's glowing, and there you go. That's how it got abused to for skin whitening in our country. But we have so many counterfeits. We don't know the dosages. Many people are not trained because it was not a part of our curriculum. So you have to be abreast and meet the top doctors in the world globally who are already doing it, because we generally follow things. We are inventing less here. We are following the West. So it's very important to meet such doctors and know the trend. That's when you should a doctor should fall into it. But glutathione is excellent. It's here to stay. But for a long time, I believe it's one of the most super antioxidants. But do not abuse it. Please visit a professional only.
so in the land of fairness creams, as we know, what's the biggest misconception people have about skin whitening treatments in India?
Biggest, there's so many to think of. The biggest I would say is same that viral hacks of 7 days and skin will lighten
Besan,
and fairen up. Yeah,
besan,
basic,
haldi,
basic.
uptan.
True, and not using sunscreen is also, it never lead to skin whitening. You cannot have a clear skin if you are out in the sun and not protecting your skin from sun.
That's the perfect
Yeah.
segue to our sunscreen segment.
Yeah.
Starting like one excuse people give for skipping sunscreen that makes you laugh.
It's sticky, it leads to whiteness, it can lead to cancer, it can lead to vitamin D deficiency, or my husband or boyfriend doesn't like it, or I just don't understand why do I use it? I don't go in the sun. A lot of ladies, homemakers come up with that, which
Yeah,
is quite strange because at home you're not applying, switching on the lights is how I explain them,
yeah.
and they are
SPF,
cooking.
I'll just stay indoors.
Yeah.
So, reapplying sunscreen every 2 hours, is it realistic or just aspirational?
Realistic.
It
And
is.
3 is enough. 3 hours is
So, every
fair.
3 hours, even if you're
Yeah.
indoors?
No, if you're outdoors.
If you're outdoors,
If
every
you're
three
indoors,
hours.
it's okay. If you've applied an SPF 50, then you can apply it maybe after 4 5 hours, just when you're heading out. If you enter your office at 9, like say, looking at your routine, I've just met you. So if you come in the morning, you've applied your sunscreen, you're stepping out for lunch with friends, then you must reapply. Yeah.
And what about those sunscreens, viral sprays that I've seen? What do you think about those? Do they work or just it should be like age old basic sunscreens?
Age old age old basic sunscreens which are by cosmeceutical companies are the only ones which are going to work, with which I mean they are generally 500 600 rupees, which what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about those La Prairie's and those 10,000 15,000 sunscreens at all, or even 5,000 for that matter. uh, what you have to look, the categories in a sunscreen, that it is meant for Indian skin, hence it is from an Indian company. That's when it's going to work in your weather here.
Right.
First thing. Second thing, if you're having adult skin, you should apply niacinamide, which is vitamin B6 before, so that you don't have those bursted capillaries on your face. On top of it, you should wear a broad spectrum sunscreen so that you're protected both from UVA and UVB. A is only going to help you prevent your wrinkling and B is going to help you prevent your burns. So it's a different spectrum altogether. But yeah, this 500 rupees sunscreen is literally your insurance for good skin, which you must invest in, and it has to be from cosmeceutical companies. None of these beauty companies plays.
Now, moving on to acne. So, hydrocolloid patches, genius or just glorified stickers?
Genius.
Genius? Yeah,
Yes.
personally, I use a lot of pimple patches, so
Yeah.
I'm very pro hydrocolloid patches.
Yeah.
And what's worse for acne? Junk food, stress, or Delhi?
All three. All three. The pollution, the humidity here really creates an havoc on your face. And as we discussed, the skin routine has to be simple. You do 3-step, 10-step is your headache, how much you're able to manage. But I feel even 2-step is enough. Morning cleansing, night cleansing is important. And we know the youth here, the teenagers are generally lazy. Majority of them. We've all been there, done that. So at that time, if you don't cleanse your face, that's how your pores get clogged, with all the dust, dirt, grime of Delhi pollution, and it's going to lead to acne and all the bacteria multiplying there.
Now it's time for some skincare confessions. Have you ever broken your own skincare rules?
Oh, yes, all the time. Before I turned a dermatologist, I don't think I really had a proper skincare routine.
What's the laziest skincare habit you've ever had?
Laziest would be I genuinely tried. After I met some Koreans and I went there, I was quite fascinated and I tried it myself and I realized Indian skin is similar as Korean skin, but they do not get pigmentation, and that's the biggest problem we have. So we really can't follow their routine. But yeah, this is a confession that I genuinely tried. I fell prey to that Korean routines and I tried and I was not able to do the 10 steps, but I used to be upset. And after watching those K dramas, even I got into that cycle and I took out time and I watched a K drama, that Hubin and that beautiful actor, his lover. It's a beautiful series, but no, I don't think it's going to work like this. So that's my confession. Yeah.
Do dermatologists secretly judge people's bathroom shelves or their skin when they come for a consultation?
Well, I really don't get time to judge. It is honestly a very busy OPD, so I don't get time. But yeah, I always tell them that you have to do that morning wash and night wash. That's all I care for.
Okay, so now it's a quick this or that. Serum or moisturizer?
Serum,
Face wash or micellar water?
micellar water,
Sheet mask or sleep?
sleep, for heaven's sake.
Ice roller or actual ice?
Actualize.
Chemical exfoliation or physical scrub?
Chemical exfoliation,
Um,
but scientifically, yeah.
Sunscreen indoors, yes or no?
Yes,
Luxury skincare or pharmacy skincare?
pharmacy skincare.
Morning skincare or night skincare? That is something I really want to know.
Both, of course, if you want a good skin. Morning is just a one-step sunscreen, my dear, and night is your 2-step at least.
Dermatologist consultation or endless Google search? I think this is a no-brainer.
Yeah, please, dermatologist, just, take 2 consults if you want to save money, once in the summer, once in winter, and make your own routine from that.
Okay. And one skincare hill you'll die on. Like, this is something you should do. Your Bible, what do you swear on?
Well, my Bible would have to be an antioxidant serum followed by a sunscreen if you especially live in any of the polluted cities of India.
Complete the sentence. Your skin is not.
Your skin is not dependent on expensive products.
That is really great to hear. One skincare product you would ban if you had the power.
Steroid creams over the counter.
If you had to survive with just 3 skincare products for the rest of your life, what are they?
Micellar water, sunscreen, and moisturizer.
What's the one question every dermatologist secretly wishes people would stop asking them?
Honestly, sunscreen. I think it's a full stop and no-brainer now. People must realize that how vitamin D deficiency is endemic. You're putting sunscreen or you're out in the sun without the sunscreen also.
People still ask that we should wear sunscreen or not.
It's so often, it's like I think it takes half of their consultation time and they should concentrate on longevity, wellness, the next level of skincare. How they can actually make the body inside out glow. That's how they're going to have good skin.
If social media disappeared tomorrow, which skincare product sales would crash first?
I think most of the Korean products, first of all, because the Gen Z is going crazy about it from the social media. And also a lot of these, those mushrooming new companies we dermatologists don't even know. And interestingly, it says dermatologically tested, etc. But it's got nothing to do with any dermat. And they're all over the social medias. And I feel lots of more products which are not required. I meet so many people in this world of misinformation who are actually using more products, spoiling their skin barrier, leading to sensitive skin than actually helping with overproducts.
Yeah, like collagen lotions.
Oh yeah,
snail mucin.
Oh yeah. Tell me about it. Yeah, there
I
is so
remember
much.
this hype about snail mucin.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last question.
Turmeric on the face.
Turmeric on the face, yeah, it just makes you look like a minion, guys. Don't do it. Finish this sentence. The best skincare advice is.
Best skincare advice is good sleep, good lifestyle, with which I mean 20 minutes of cardio at least every single day of your life, a sunscreen with an antioxidant serum, night moisturizer, be any age. If you're young, you have to put a gel. If you're adult like me, you have to wear a cream. Simple. This is the basics.
So, with that, I think we're done. This was a really fun interview. Thank you so much, Deepali. Is there anything you want to say about your book before we go?
Well, I think we've summed up very well. Thanks a lot for having me here. But just remember that you have to eat well. Eating well is only going to lead to good skin. So don't forget that aspect, and maybe you can get my book to read further.
Definitely, if you want to know how skincare will change your life, you should definitely get her book. With that, I would like to take your leave. Thank you so much, Deepali, for joining us. Thank you for watching The Print. For more such content, keep following us.